Okay, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
So, are you able to see the screen, man?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
today we are going to see the marketing channels, that is the distribution channels, players, their motivation. How we are going to motivate those players. So, marketing channel, or it is also called as trade channel, or it is distribution channel, or set of independent organizations involved in the process of making a product or service available for use or consumption. So these channel means independent organizations will be there, like wholesalers, C&F agents. Yesterday we have seen in the class who are the middlemen involved. So there's a set of independent organizations. Somebody has come. Okay. Now can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Slide is available.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. So marketing channels or the trade channels or distribution channels or the set of independent organizations like C&F agents and couriers, and we have middlemen or brokers, or we can say the wholesalers, dealers, retailers. These are all people or the independent organization. They are set of pathways a product or service flows after production, culminating in the purchase and use by the final end user. So this is what happens in marketing channel. Channel members are the people or intermediaries which are in between the customer and the company. The people who are in between are called as intermediaries, through which goods and services go through before they reach the final consumer. So intermediaries can be wholesalers, retailers, brokers, sales agents. So the people between this manufacturer and consumer are called as channel members. So importance of channel members. Without these channel members, we cannot push the products towards the consumer. That is the final consumer we can say. Intermediaries can provide economies by reducing the amount of work. So intermediaries can provide economies by reducing the amount of work that must be done by the both producers and consumers. So these intermediaries are the people in the middleman, like we have seen in the earlier slide, between the manufacturer and the consumer. These people are going to take the risk of pushing the goods to the consumer, and they in turn they will be helping the consumer to have the products at his doorsteps or very near. So intermediaries transforms the assortments of products and made by the producers into assortments wanted by the consumers. So the demand will be equal to supply. Means as the demand from the consumers will be there, these intermediaries try to make them available to these people. So, in making the products and services available to the consumers, the channel members add value by bridging the major time, place, possession gaps that separate goods and services from those who use them. If, example, if you want some apples to buy at your home, it's very difficult. Why? Because apples are grown at Simla in Himachal Pradesh. So if you want to go and get those apples, it is taking time consuming and it's not economical. And you can see that a hawker comes before your house and he sells apple to you. See that. Means so many intermediaries are involved in making the apple available to you. Means from Himachal Pradesh, so many people will carrying these all boxes and they are going to do the trading till it reaches you. So these are bridging the major time, place, position gaps that separate the goods and services. Intermediaries help producers complete transaction by information. First thing is information. So we need to gather where it is found, where it will be, where it has to go, who has to take. So gathering and distributing market research and intelligence information need for planning and aiding the exchange of goods and services from the producer to the agent to the so another agent to the courier to the broker to the retailer and to the consumer. How these it goes, the information distribution plan will be there. Promotion, developing and spreading the pervasive communication about the offer. Can anyone tell how a fruit seller uh, promotes his fruits? How he is going to advertise about his offer? Did you see the fruit sellers in the roadside?
Yes, sir.
How they are
Yes,
going
sir.
to advertise that
Per
this is an
kg figure of the
slate,
quantity of
slate,
fruits provided.
slate.
Yes.
Nowadays, in schools, I remember no one using the slates. But these hawkers and the vegetable sellers and the fruit seller mostly, they are purchasing the slates and they are going to show 5 rupees. Only five they are going to keep. Five,
Mm.
10, 2, 20,
Yes.
25, like that. It doesn't say any sense, but people will understand the promotion, the offer given by the fruit seller. That is 5 means 5 rupees, 10, 10 rupees, 20, 20 rupees, 25 rupees. Means it's an offer, spreading the communication about the offer to the people. That is a simple thing, technique they have used. Contact, finding and communicating with prospective buyer. Banu Prasad, mute yourself. Okay. So contact, finding and communicating with prospective buyer. Finding means who is going to sell it, who is going to buy those product, where we can find the buyers. Those are the consumers. So finding and communicating with the prospective buyer. Prospective buyer means future buyer. You would have seen vegetable vendor. He will be sitting idle over there, but he is going to call the nearby people who pass by. He's going to ask him, "Why can't you buy this? Now it's I'm going to give per kg this much." He's going to announce the
Yes,
rate.
sir.
He's going to tell about the offer, and he will be communicating with the prospective buyer. The buyer compulsory comes to him and he is going to buy the products, but mostly he inspires, he motivates the future buyer, that is the prospective buyer, that is the potential buyer. So matching, shaping and fitting the offer to the buyer needs. You would have seen this 5 rupees, 10 rupees or 2 rupees, whatever he is announcing, it is offering which fits the individual around us. So, including activities as manufacturing, assembling, grading, and packaging. So, this shaping and fitting the offer to the buyer needs. So, even manufacturer also see that it fits the buyer expectation. Assembling, when they are going to join the items, then they are going to see that it fits the consumer expectation. It meets the consumer expectation. What consumer is expecting from us. Grading, which type of grade they are going to buy. What type of packaging they need when they are going to buy. So this is about matching them. Negotiation, reaching an agreement on price. Normally you would have seen, normally we bargain. When we bargain, When they agree, then only they are going to close the sale. Otherwise, it is very difficult to close the sale. Intermediaries help producers fulfill transaction by physical distribution, transporting, and storing the goods. So, physical distribution needs a transport and a go down in order to store, because all at a length we cannot transport or distribute. So, we need some storage space and we need a vehicle which is going to carry those items. Financing, acquiring and using funds to cover the cost of channel work. Here, the main crux is the financing. The cost involved in distributing the product from all the intermediaries and reaching the customer. So it is cost consuming. So costs, we have to check how much amount is needed in order to transport those goods. Risk taking, assuming the risk of carrying out the channel work. It's very risky. Why? Because transit insurance at times we have to do to that vehicle, because if anything happens to that particular vehicle, then we are going to lose. So you would have seen so many accidents on the roads, or you would have seen because of overload, the lorries will be tilted around, inclined around, they are going to fall. But the driver, he will be saved from that, rescued from that accident, and he will be sitting idle. The people, nearby people, they will be taking away those tomatoes, their picture tubes, and they will be taking whatever the they has fallen over there. The people, this fellow doesn't say anything. Why? Because he has insured the transit insurance. So while making this transportation, they are going to do the transit insurance. So they are going to get the insurance. So they don't mind people carrying away the fallen products on the road. So there is a risk when carrying the products. How to motivate the channel members? So how can we make these people to get motivated and push our goods or sell our goods? So companies nowadays view its intermediaries in the same way it views the end users. So we have to give some offer as we give to the company people, that is companies giving to the consumers. We have to see these intermediaries also like end users, and we have to see that we have to motivate them. How to be able to stimulate channel members to the top performance? It is necessary to understand their needs and wants. For this purpose, it is necessary to motivate the channel members. So it is very important to motivate them in order to push out our goods. So, motivating the channel members means taking such actions that foster channel member cooperation in implementing manufacturing distribution objectives beyond compliance active representation of product. So, here it has to attract these intermediaries that they should come forward and they are going to accept our offer and they have to go for selling our goods. So for that reason, we need to motivate them. So it includes finding out needs and problems of channel members. Actually, what are the problems they are facing? That we need to check, because as a company, we need to support them. So offering support to the channel members that matches with their needs. You would have seen a small bakery will be there. The problem of that bakery is they cannot advertise. So this company, they give out a uh, board, attractive board, wherein their name of their bakers will be on that. Ashirwad Atta gives out the boards to the Kirana stores, so that that flexi board will be very attractive, and there in that the Kirana store name will be imprinted on that, so that he'll get motivated that I have got a board and these people have given. So he get inspired to do the sales. The same way, the bakers will be getting a refrigerator from the Pepsi, that while selling the Pepsi, they have to keep the store in that because a small baker doesn't have a refrigeration to sell the cool drinks or soft drinks. So for them, there is a problem. So this company they give the refrigerator so that the mandatory and the obligation is they have to sell the only Pepsi. You cannot find in that refrigerator Coca-Cola products and Pepsi products. Pepsi, if he is going to give a Pepsi refrigerator, only Pepsi products they have to sell. And if they are going to give Coke refrigerator, then Coca-Cola products only will be available. No baker will have the both the things. If you can try it, go to that particular bakery and ask for Pepsi and ask for a thumbs up. It will not be available both at them. If it is available, then they are doing some business. So no company accepts other product to be sold. So in Kirana shop or other shops, we can find this both, but when they give a refrigerator free, they expect that particular brand should be sold out. So offering support to the channel members that matches with their needs and problems, providing leadership through effective use of power. So their advertisement, they are going to give the names of dealers in that also, because when the advertisement will be given in papers, you would have seen mostly automobiles, Honda if you are going to take, or if you are going to take Tata Motors, if you are going to take Maruti Suzuki, then in small font you can see all the dealer names over there because a small dealer cannot go for such an advertisement. For that reason, all the outlet names will be written in small letters with a big one page ad, full colorful. So this is to motivate the channel members. So means to motivate the channel members, cooperative arrangements, intermittent means in the middle, interaction between manufacturer and channel members. They have to keep an dealers meet. You would have asked your friends or relatives or anyone nearby. Company will come forward to have an dealers meet, retailers meet. They will be meeting and they will be discussing and they will be motivating these people to do more sales and cooperate them when there is a problem. So partnership and strategic alliances, continuing and mutually supportive relationship means they will be coming to agreement that for 5 years or 10 years they will be using their products of this company and they will be selling those things. Distribution programming deals with virtual aspects of the channel relationships. So they are going to sign agreements, they are going to make and promises that they will be sticking on to those company for this number of years. Cooperative arrangement. What are the cooperative arrangements? Focuses on channel members' needs problems. Simple and straightforward conveys a clear sense of mutual benefits. They are going to show what is the benefit if you are going to get in touch with that company. Cooperative advertisement allowances. Payments for interior displays. You would have seen tea, time on tea. You can see the same type of infrastructure, same type of shape, and same type of products will be available in that store. So the payments for interior displays, they are going to give context for buyers, salespeople. Context means they are going to have and motivation for the people who are going to do sales. If you are going to do sale 1 lakh, you will be getting an incentive. You are going to give an incentive. So allowance for warehousing functions, payments for window display space, detail men who check inventory, and demonstrators will be there. Coupon handling allowance, free goods. This is cooperative arrangements, what they are going to get when they get cooperative. Partnership and strategic alliances. This is continuing challenge. Manufacturers should make explicit statement of policies, areas of product availability, technical support, and pricing. Manufacturers should assess all the existing distributors as their capabilities for fulfilling their roles. Manufacturers should continuously appraise the appropriateness of policies guiding these are so when they get allied, strategic alliance, when they come into partnerships, compulsory They have to concentrate on product availability, means the store should have their product every time available, and technical support in case of any problem they have to give, and pricing is means some part of margin money they have to give to these fellow, or some percentage of profit should be shared with him. Manufacturers should assess the existing distributor capabilities of fulfilling their business, whether they can do the sales or not. They will have to check the performances. So policies guiding means they will be having an agreement, and their payment structure, and they are closing or breakage of their contract, breach of contract, everything will be written in the policy. Distribution programming, the comprehensive set of policies and promotions of product through the channel developed as a joint effort between the manufacturer and its channel members to incorporate the needs of the both. So here, the company and the distributors or the people who are coming with the agreement to do the sales, compulsory they need to have a consent between them. So they have to get satisfied first with the policies, then only they have to enter into the agreement. So a program they are going to develop like analysis of marketing objectives, kinds of levels of support needed for the channel members. So the problem areas where are there, formulate the channel policies, price concession to the channel members. Compulsory they have to give some concession to the channel members so that they are going to earn. So here, financial advisors they have to give some kind of protection for the channel members. So in case of, you would have seen somebody, some company will come forward saying that if you are not going to sell some products like perishable products like paper. Newspaper is a perishable product. Today's newspaper is tomorrow's waste paper. They say. As in case, if newspaper is not sold, please give it back to us. We are ready to take. So that protection we are going to give to the channel members who are with us. So we are going to take back those things. You would have seen bakers like Simcoe bakers of my winner, Syed and Mohammed. They have come together and they have started a business, Simcoe Bakeries. They are going to dump all the bread, daily breads in all the stores and pawn shops somewhere. And if it is not sold or any adulteration or any fungus has come to those bread, they are going to take back those things. They are going to give the fresh one. Why? Because that protection we have to give to the channel members, because they will be loyal to us in doing our sales. Channel power. It is defined as the ability to alter channel members' behavior so that they take action they would not be taken otherwise. Like we have coercive power, reward power, legitimate, legitimate power, expert power, referent power. So we are going to see what are these channel powers now. Coercive power. So a manufacturer threatens to withdraw a raise, terminate relationship if intermediaries fail to cooperate. This power can be effective, but it is exercised produces resentment and can generate conflict, can lead to the internet to organize controlling power. So here, cohesive power means manufacturer want to withdraw from the intermediaries. So there will be a conflict will be there between a manufacturer and a intermediary. So that power will be restored with the manufacturer. Manufacturer has the power to withdraw his support from the intermediate race if he is failing to do the business. So that power will be there with the manufacturer. It is effective when that other side, that is the intermediary, is not performing well, then they are going to use this power. So reward power. The manufacturer offers intermediary an extra benefit for performing special acts of functions. So normally you would have seen example. I can take the classical example of chocolates. A box of chocolates is going to say that it is for 100 rupees. In this, you can sell one chocolate for 1 rupee, but in this, A container contains 120 chocolates, so that that particular intermediary will get 20 rupees out of this. And on the whole, if he is going to make the turnover of 10,000 rupees, he will be getting a trade discount of 2,000 rupees. See that the overall discount plus if he sells the box rate also, he will be getting this. So, a manufacturer offers intermediaries an extra benefit for performing specific acts or functions. That's why I'll tell you awareness whenever a retailer or a person, if he gives a product in exchange with the money, like 26 rupees was my bill, I have paid 30 rupees. He says that he don't have the change and he is going to give four chocolates to me. Then I should not take. Why? Can anyone say? Are you all there or not?
You please pardon, sir.
Hmm.
Can you please repeat the question?
So the bill is some 30 rupees, right?
Okay.
I have paid 40 rupees. Means I have 20 rupees note too. So I don't have the change with me. So I have paid 40 rupees. So in return the change he will give some amount of chocolates to me. Either I have to take or I have to reject.
You have to reject
Why?
because the bill is of 30 rupees and the 10 rupees matters a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why we have to pay 10 rupees extra and why we need to take something unnecessary from him?
Unnecessary which we don't need it now.
Yes,
Right?
yes, yes.
So why he offers that? Because he got an offer on chocolates, that is manufacturer offers intermediate an extra benefit, right? The
Okay.
more
Yes.
he will get more chocolates over there or as an extra benefit. He want to encash that extra benefit unnecessary with us, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So at times you can see at the toll gates, you can see at the chai clubs, you can see at the kirana shops like this exchanges.
Yeah.
I don't know. You would have seen it and
Yes,
also
sir.
Yeah.
experienced.
Happened with us also, I
Mhm.
guess. Everyone.
But yeah, at the time you would have not thought like this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the reward power. The manufacturer has a reward power saying that if you are going to take 100 boxes, you will be getting a gold coin, right? Some offers that manufacturers will be giving in order to make more sales. It also comes under sales promotion. So it typically produces better results than coercive power. Rather than fighting that you are not performing low, why can't you motivate with an extra benefit so that the people will come forward for doing more sales? Intermediaries may come to expect a reward every time the manufacturer wants a certain behavior to occur. If a manufacturer says that I need more sales, last year we have done 20%, I need 30%. If you do 30%, I'm going to give this. If you give an offer, that is called reward power. Any doubt regarding these two powers? Some difference did you
No,
get?
sir.
No, sir.
The first is just negative power. This is withdrawing. When you fail to
Yeah.
cooperate, when there is no business this fellow is not doing, they are going to withdraw. And this reward power motivates the retailer or a dealer or a wholesaler a lot, even a consumer, right?
Yes.
Legitimate power. The manufacturer requires a behavior that is warranted under the contract. As long as intermediaries view the manufacturer as a legitimate leader, legitimate power works. Legitimate means it's a legally. Legal means he is very legal, means he will be thinking of law. What the law says, we have to given contract to others, and we have to expect some performance from them. So legitimate means he never deceives the retailers. He never say that I will give 10% on the sales. If he is not going to give, what happens? The intermediate risk doesn't show any interest in doing that. If he says that I will be giving some rewards if you are going to do this, if he is not going to give, he is called as illegitimate. So legitimate power is until unless you are very lawful, the people will be binded with you. Like Tata, you would have seen Tata. Why Tata, Ratan Tata is called as very great person? Because he gives some 70 to 80% on corporate social responsibilities outside. And he is very loyal to their dealers, retailers. He doesn't deceive them. He says he is going to stick on the word and he is going to give the correct percentages to them. That is legitimate power. Means legally he will be sticking on to his words, even if he is not going to get the business in the COVID pandemic. He is going to pay the salary totally to those workers. Then it is called as legitimate power. Expert power. The manufacturer has special knowledge that the intermediaries value. However, when expertise pass on to the intermediaries, this power weakens. So, you would have seen the Tata Motor is the best vehicle, but if dealers are not doing the best, means they are not going to do the sales, they are not going to work a lot, then the power of this Tata weakens. So, export power means a manufacturer has the expertise, but even intermediaries should have the same expertise in order to do the sales. So, export power only with the manufacturer. If the dealer doesn't have how to sell this produce, then it is very difficult to perform. Referent power. The manufacturer is highly respected that intermediaries are proud to be associated with. Example, we have branded companies. The people will love to work with them. The companies such as IBM, Caterpillar, and Hewlett Packard have high referent power. Referent is nothing but a respected and the market leader who has good reputation in the market. So the people will come forward to take the dealership if the company has good reputation. So this is another power that we are going to see. So importance of motivating the channel members. So build preference for the brands. You would have seen everyone need a brand image and they want to buy the brands. Motivation tools help to ensure that channel members give preference to the company's product over competitors' products. When you would have seen in Hyderabad, there are so much of sales every day will be going on, and we have markets at Koti, markets at Mozambique market, market at Abbott's, market at Necklace Road, market at Lifestyle market at Begum Bazaar we have, Begumpet we have. So every market has different types of sales, but brands will be more performing than the local companies. So their competitors or very less when you go with the brands. So the preference of the consumers or the companies mostly on the brands only. So motivation plays an important role in winning channel mind share. So the people look towards the brands because they will get more sales and even they can easily convince the customer that it is branded. Life will be more and price also matches the quality and the quantity. So no one has hassle or any doubts regarding the brands. By winning mindshare, the channel member recommend or actively promote company's product over the competitors' products. Example, you would have seen Samsung, Oppo, and they have outcrossed the Nokia. Nokia was branded, but there is no fault with them, but they could not upgrade themselves. So when they're coming for the competition, the brands play a vital role. Example, you would have seen the branded like Crocodile is coming into the market, and you would have seen Camel Leather has entered market. You have seen the Bata, Mochi, and Woodland are entering into the market. Already in the market, we have Adidas and we have Puma. Footwear's Paragon has entered. You can see the most brands in that also the people are ready to pick up the brand preferences. So there is a much regarding the what you call the attraction towards the brand. So we have to be preferential to build a brand. How the brands are built? Just for loyalty. If you are going to be continuously working on the quality, then the brand loyalty becomes, and you are going to become a brand image. So add value to the product offer. Motivating intermediaries is an important strategy for influencing the channel members' behavior. So, first we need to motivate these brokers and the intermediaries so that our products will be in the market. So, offering training programs or marketing support to the members add value to the relationship between supplier and channel by helping them to improve their performance and grow their own business. Because if you train them, they know to how to encash and to know the expectation of the consumers and how to convince the customer, how to negotiate with the customers in order to do the more sales. Here, sales will be there, but we need profit maximization. We need more sales. We have to do. For that reason, we need to add value to our product. For that, we need to train them how to close the sale, how to speak with them, how to negotiate with them. These things a company should come down and train these business people. Strong relationship makes it easier to launch new product or marketing campaigns through the channel, helping to build revenue and profits. You would have seen Maruti Suzuki is the best for the Indian roads. The small cars are best for the Indian roads. The most manufacturing of small cars are from the Maruti Suzuki. But all other companies are also entering into the market with the same strategy. Then the marketing campaigns and the new launches and the quality, mileage, premium product, popular product, these people have to come out with a strategy and they have to do this. Then only the value will be given to that particular product and the sales will increase. So revenue and profits, if you want to have incomes, inflows, cash inflows more with the profits, compulsory. We need to have new products and you have to go with marketing campaigns so that people will be knowing about it. You would have seen Nexus, Nexon is from Tata and Nexus is from Maruti Suzuki. So advertisements and test rides they are going to give and festive offers they are going to announce and they are going to go to public places and they are going to display these vehicles and make the show so that the people will come forward have a test ride and they get convinced with that. So increase sales through the channel. So how to increase the sale? Financial incentives or important source of motivation to channel members. You have to infuse incentives, otherwise the people that doesn't show interest. Yes, normally they will be doing sales. If you are going to say that you will be getting more discounts, people will come. So by offering discounts on purchases, agreed level channel members can encourage to stock or sell more products. So offering how to increase sales, how do the sales we need to promote? So incentives to the workers, discounts to the consumers. Financial incentives helps in launching new products and increase the sales of existing products and widen the distribution base. You would have seen every year these companies they will be launching a new product with an some differentiation with the competitors. So some different product they will be coming and they will be launching. Then only the people will be seeing towards those companies so that they are going to buy. Otherwise, distribution base will be reduced if you don't have nothing new with you. Improve performance. This is must. Like in case of Nokia, they could not improve the performance. They were the everyone was following the Android versions, and these people have gone long way uh, with this processor difference, but they could not meet the consumer expectations and they could not update themselves. So, improving the performance is must. Motivation helps channel members to improve their performance. So, if you are not going to motivate them, compulsory there will be no motivation towards sales. Offering them different bonus, discount levels, marketing, training, support, performance level can be enhanced. So the performance compulsory will be there. I'm going to tell a classical example. So motivation compulsory leads the people into success. There was a frog. It was climbing a tree, and other frogs were crackling over there. And this frog thought that they are encouraging him, and he was struggling and he was moving up. So actually, what other frogs were saying that a never a frog has climbed the tree. Why you are doing such a things? Come down. But as this frog was deaf frog, so it was just seeing them and they are shouting. It thought that they are encouraging, so it went to top of the tree. So whenever you are doing anything which is correct, you should not listen to others. In the same manner, if you gets motivated, then that motives will take you to the onto the top. So compulsory this motivation that is also financial motivation in marketing makes more sales. If you are not going to give a financial motivation, then the performance level may not be increased. Offering them different bonus on discount levels, marketing, training support, performance level can be enhanced. So, what is the non financial motivation you can give to these marketing executives? Can anyone add? Financial motivation means increase the salary or percentage or give incentives, perks, some allowances you can do. Non financial motivation, can we do anything?
Free medical care, something.
Medical means health cards,
Yes.
insurance,
Or free education for the children.
free education. What else?
Home, providing home.
Home they cannot give. The
Loans.
simple
The simple
is
is
what Banu
what
Prasad.
Banu Prasad. Loans, sir.
At times,
At times,
the executive, what happens means they will be thinking of insecurity, as one of your classmates was saying. If they are insecure, we have to find out why they are insecure. As example, health problems, then we can go with this. It's normally when the executives start performing well and with this financial support also, incentives also, they'll get bored. Every time they will be achieving and they are going to get the incentives. But still, what happens once they grow older? Means if they are spending more years in a company, then they become seniors. Then what they feel means taking these incentives, money doesn't matter. They need a promotion, a designation, a level. They need a promotion. They want to be called as a senior. They want to be called as a expert, like that. So in at times when they spend more hours in an organization, we have to see that they are going to be given some recognition, non-financial support, but a recognition should be given to them. Once you give the recognition, then they'll get satisfied and they'll be working more, because they cannot work with the juniors, and they cannot treated as them. So they have to be given like a floor manager, like a supervisor, like a manager or an assistant manager, or an best person, like this. Something we have to recognize, so that what happens is their motivation levels will increase. Because if they're spending 10 years in any organization, they would have earned a lot, and their salary will be a good package, and they will be getting more incentives, they will be working a lot. But what happens, non-financial motivation also at times work. If the intermediaries for a long association with the company for 10 or 15 years and 20 years, they have been associated, and still they are getting the incentives. But what they need means non-financial motivation. If you are going to say the star retailer, or the retailer of the month and retailer of the year, if you are going to give a small memento and an award, still they feel very happy, because this is non financial motivation that at times the people also they need. So we have another topic in this we need to see today, that is the conflict. When there occurs a conflict, then what and how we have to manage that, we are going to see within 10 minutes. Uh, so it is part of another topic. It comes in channel conflicts, conflict management. So, how to handle these conflicts? How does these conflicts occur? A channel conflict may be defined as a situation in which one channel member perceives another channel member to be engaged in behavior that prevents him from achieving goals. The egoistic things comes, a conflict comes in between the intermediaries. That situation is called as a conflict. The conflict is the opposition, disagreement, discard among the organizations. So, in the between the intermediaries, wholesalers, and dealers, there will be some undesirable thing will be going on. It is needed to have positive effect, as loopholes in the existing system can be plugged timely and performance can be maximized. So we have to see that that negative thing doesn't happen. It can keep other channel members on their toes, knowing that is a decline in performance might lead to a change in the channel arrangement. So if there is a fight between these channel members, then the performance of the company products will be decreased. Then it will be an havoc. So we have to see that that should not go on. That should go on. So, channel conflict arises when the behavior of a channel member is in opposition to its channel counterpart, and it is opponent centered and the direct, in which the goal or object sought is controlled by the counterpart. So, here channel conflict will be there. Behavior member compulsory they disturb among themselves. So these conflicts can be classified as vertical conflict, horizontal conflict, intertype conflict, multi-channel conflict. So we'll see one by one what are the conflicts. Vertical conflicts occur due to the differences in goals and objectives, misunderstanding mainly due to the poor communication. So the problem may come when you don't communicate, and when you have less communication, also the problem comes. That is called as vertical conflict. Try to remember, poor communication leads to problems. That is nothing but vertical conflicts. Lack of role clarity, over dependence on the manufacturer. Today, the retailers dominate the market and dictate the terms. Hence, there are often conflicts between the giant retailers and the manufacturers. The person, a new company coming in, and the old dealer means experienced dealer is there, then they try to uh, have differences with the manufacturer. What they say, if they say that we'll give 20%, they say 40%. So some non-negotiation things will happen, that is problem occurs. Wholesalers expect manufacturers to maintain the product quality and production schedules and expect the retailers to market the products effectively. In turn, the retailers and manufacturers expect wholesalers to provide coordination functional services. If they fail to conform each other expectation, channel conflict results. So wholesalers, what they expect is a good quality product and timely product. If they come, they can push out to the dealers, from the dealers to the retailer. Retailer will sell in that season. But if the manufacturer has the delays in the transportation, in producing the product, then the conflict between the retailers, wholesalers, and manufacturers occurs. So just-in-time approach should be there. That is JIT. Some common reasons for vertical conflict are dual distribution. The manufacturers may bypass intermediaries, sell directly to the consumers. Then this happens. If he is selling by himself and he is through, more sales will be direct with the company. Then what happens? Dual distribution conflict occurs. Oversaturation. Manufacturers permit too many intermediates in a designated area that can restrict or reduce the sales, shrink the profits. If if you find a large market like Maibunar market, if you are going to find, if you want to distribute the products, you take one person from Srinivas Colony, one from Venkateshwar Colony, one from Housing Board, and one from Engonda, and one from Clock Tower, one from Newtown, and one from One Town. If you are going to take, nothing happens. If you are going to appoint more number of retailers in each and every colony, then conflict arises and the sales will be low and the conflict starts. Partial treatment. Manufacturers offer different services and margin to different channel members even at same level. So new channels, manufacture, develop and use innovative channels that create threat to the existing channel. If you are going to appoint some other person and existing person, then there will be a conflict. Will be there. Conflicts normally happen without reason, and with a reason means more conflict will occur. So irregular communication, non-cooperation, rude behavior, and inadequate sales support, training to intermediaries. This also leads to the conflicts, that is vertical conflicts. So horizontal, now we are going to say, or the conflicts between the channel members at the same level. Two or more retailers. That was problem with the wholesalers and the retailers with the company. Company and the retailers, we had the problem. Here, horizontal. Horizontal means with the same between among the wholesalers, among the retailers, among the franchises. Positive conflict can offer some positive benefits to the consumers. Competition or price war between the two dealers. Example, I'm going to take the classic example. The person, we had a two kirana shop opposite to each other. That fellow has kept a slate, that is 10 rupees per liter milk. Then this fellow reduced the price to 8 rupees. Then this fellow has reduced to 6 rupees. So what is happening? The price war between the two dealers, wherever the less price these consumers are buying. So if two dealers or retailers fight each other, who is going to benefit? The consumer is going to benefit. So price off by one dealer, retailer can attract more customers for other retailers. Aggressive advertising pricing by one dealer can affect the business of other dealers. Extra service offered by the one dealer, retailer can attract consumers, customers of others. Crossing the assigned territory and selling in other dealer areas, unethical practices, malpractices of one dealer can affect. For this reason, what is happening nowadays in the market, because they are coming to the syndicate and they are offering the same or with the same margin amount they are doing the sales. So nowadays you cannot find this horizontal problem, but still in new areas and in existing with some products we have these problems. Intertype conflict. Intertype conflict occurs when the intermediary is dealing in a particular product starts trading outside their normal product range. For example, now the supermarkets such as Food World also sells vegetables and fruits, thus compete with small retailers selling this product. Large retailers offer a large variety, thus they compete with small with specialized retailers. The concept is scramble and merchandising. So this intertype conflict normally arising with nowadays the tea time and tea business you would have seen. They have to sell the tea, but in turn they are selling chocolate, they are selling the biscuits, and they are cross selling the things which is killing the same businesses which are around. So this is what happens in the inter-type conflict. So the intermediaries dealing in particular products start trading outside their normal product range. And the example is given as food world sells the vegetable and fruits. The hawkers and tapas workers of these particular vegetable and fruit sellers, they are going to be dinosaurs. For that reason, they have got a strange strategy that the fruit sellers are selling outside the supermarkets nowadays. They are keeping their stalls exactly opposite to that so that they can see the difference of sales. There you are going to get kgs the fruit of bananas. Here he is going to give for dozens. So the difference matters. And that is refrigerated and this is very fresh. So these people, there is a chance of taking these. You can find try to see at the Reliance Smart. There you can see all the fruit sellers in the line. They have kept their and opposite to Hasmi you can see, and you can see at the Raghavendra supermarket. There also you can see that. The people they know that the buyers are coming to that supermarket, and in that supermarket some fruits are being sold. So if they are going to keep outside, then their sales will be there. So you can see that spot how because of this conflict. Multi-channel conflict. Multi-channel conflict occurs when the manufacturers use a dual distribution channel. The users two or more channel agents to reach the market. So this, in the name itself, the conflict arises. Multi-channel. If the person using the retailers, using the dealers, using the retailers, and again having their own outlet, and they are using some agents to do the sales, then what happens? There is a fight between the wholesaler, retailers, everyone will be in the bone of contention. Bone of contention means there will be a fight. The manufacturer uses the dual distribution strategy. The manufacturer uses two or more channel agents to reach the same market. Manufacturer can sell directly to their exclusive showrooms and outlets. This can affect the business of other channels selling. You can see that we have a showroom at a place and a dealer at another place. The people will go to showroom or the dealer. They will go directly to showroom only if it is available very near and within the premises. So this what happens. Manufacturer can bypass the wholesalers and sell directly to the large retailers. Conflict becomes more intense in this case as the large retailers can enjoy more customers. So the profit due to offering will be economic less. So this is what happens in the multi-channel. Channels and conflict, vertical channel conflict and horizontal channel conflict. You would have seen it opens it in own online store and horizontal channel conflict. Four dealers in Chicago complained that other dealers in the city steal sales from them by pricing too low by selling outside the territories. So this is happens. So here this figure will show how the channels are there. Manufacturer trading traditional options were wholesaler dealer to the customer and own sales for boys or representatives doing sales or using a distributor they are going to do sales. Traditional options manufacturer wholesaler he will be taking these three. Multiple channel the supplier here online store is there, low cost channel is there, and here full service. exclusively company outlet is there. The supplier will be supplying for the both these different hats for different. So here price sensitive will be there. Here service sensitive will be there. Full service sensitive means the people exclusive showroom we have good service. Here price sensitivity we are going to see in the online stores. So this is some difference in the multi channels. Four stages of conflict: latent, pursued, felt, and manifest. So latent means what you can see here. Some amount of discord exists but does not affect the working or delivery of customer service. So latent means disagreement will be no rules, expectation, preference. So here customer delivery, if your latent conflict means it affects the delivery of the customer service. Perceived conflict means become noticeable and channel partners are aware of opposition. Channel members take the situation in their side, they go out normal business, no cause for worry about opposition has made. So perceived conflict and latent conflict, what happens means here disagreement on the roles and it delivers them. Means if a manager and a worker they fight, then there will be a disturbance in the delivery service. Perceived conflict means here channel partners have the problem, so the dealer is not offering, so I am not going to offer you. So this is a perceived. If dealer is not cooperating the retailer, then the situation arises the perceived conflict. Felt conflict. Reaching the stage of worry, concern, and alarm, affective conflict. Parties are trying to outsmart each other means here needs to be managed and not allowed escalate means here the feeling will start. So we will go back. The starting is the latent. Here first conflict means disagreement which starts and it affects the that is delivery of service. Perceived between the retailers will be there, then the feeling will increase, then the, it leads to further conflict. So here, manifest reflects on antagonistic behavior of channel partners. Confrontation results initiative taken openly oppose affecting the performance of channel. Outside intervention to resolve. So a dealer said that he is offering 10%. Why you are not giving means he says you go and ask him only. So it is coming out openly here. So that is the stages of conflict. Slowly how alarming it takes. So resolving conflict, this is the main aspect what you need to concentrate because conflicts everyone know without any intention also because of situation, because of ego, because of problems, because of stress. At times the conflict arises, but coming back to resolution, that is the part of a manager how we can resolve the conflicts. So this is the best part of the conflicts. So understanding the nature and intensity and tracing the source of conflict, understand the impact of conflict and strategy and plan action for resolution. So this is the post stage process of resolving conflicts. Any conflict you take, not only in retail management, not only distribution or any conflict, just try to understand the nature and intensity of that particular conflict. Trace the source of conflict, why and where it has started the conflict. Understand the impact of conflict, what it will be going in future, how it is going to affect us. Then plan for action for resolution. So conflict resolution styles we have avoidance, aggression, accommodation, compromise, collaboration. So here, avoidance, less effort and result you are going to get, and slowly it is moving towards maximum effort and best result, that is collaboration. compromise, accommodation, aggression, avoidance. So conflict resolution styles. At times, if you are going to avoid, then also it will be means let the time will resolve. Aggression, try to involve in it. Accommodation, you get accommodated in that and get compromise and collaboration. These are the styles of resolution. So avoidance, the first one to resolve is used by weak channel members. Problem is postponed and disconnect. Okay, okay, boss, what has happened is happened, we'll see later. Just postponing the things. Relation not much importance as there is no serious support on getting anything done. Conflict is avoided. Avoidance, just avoid. Aggression, also known as competitive and selfish style. It means being concerned about one's own goals without any thought of others. Means he thinks about himself. Dominating channel partner, maybe the principal dictates the terms to others. Long term could be determinant to the system. So he is very dominating. I said you to shut up, you keep quiet, he says, and he dominates and he dictates others, and he want to encash his own style, that is the selfish style, that is aggression. Accommodation, a situation of complete surrender. One party helps the other achieve its goal without being worried about his goals. Okay, I will be losing this, but at least you will be getting profit. You can continue with this. An emphasis on full cooperation and flexibility in approach may generate matching feelings in the receiver. If not handled properly, can result in exploitation. Accommodation means surrendering. Okay, I think I have made a mistake. Leave it. You can continue. Means that is accommodation. Compromise. Obviously, both sides have to give up something to midway. Okay, fine. You leave 50%. I leave 50%. Then we'll go with this. Means this is compromise. Can only work with small and not so serious conflicts. Use often in early two stages only. We can use this compromise. Collaboration, this is problem solving approach. Tries to maximize the benefit to the both the parties. Win-win solving the dispute. Most ideal style of conflict resolution, I said no, win-win approach. Means both will be satisfied when they come together. Requires a lot of time, effort to succeed, and sensitive information may be shared. So why we have to provide each other, we have to sell into the market, we have to get the benefits from the manufacturer. So just they will get resolved by the collaboration. So power in marketing channels, the power is defined as the capacity of one channel member to get another channel member to do something that otherwise would not have done. Means he is using his power in order to make other channel also work. Role in marketing channels. So the role defined, set prescription defining what the behavior of position member should be. So wholesaler, retailer one, retailer two. So we have to clearly say about the role of them. Communicating marketing channel, communication, flow of information that enables channel members to send and receive. So communication should be there. Managing conflict and management strategies. So these are another strategies which are conflict management strategies: arbitration and mediation, communication, channel captain, bargaining, subordinate goals, and dealer counsel. So on the whole, you need to remember the two things what today we have discussed. One is motivation, how to motivate intermediaries, the different ways of motivation, financial and non-financial, and how to resolve the conflicts, how the conflict arises, types of conflicts, and conflict resolution stages, that what we have seen. So we have one more part in this left. uh, People can